So when you first get a turbo trainer, you might find when you put your bike on that your gears are popping and skipping and jumping around all over the place, which is incredibly annoying, especially when you're playing a game like Swift and you're in a race and then you cannot find the next gear. And that happens for two reasons. It's either not square within the frame, or you just need to change your cable tension. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you get the right cassette. So I'd just see what cassette is on your current bike and then get a cassette that matches the same. If you get the same cassette as your bike, then all your drivetrain's been set up for that cassette. So just get the same matching cassette. And then you need to make sure your bike's set square. So this is how I do it now. I used to just put it on and then it was never lined up properly. So this is like a little tip to get it lined up properly. So it's on tight. I release the lever on the left hand side. I then lift the wheel up, so the front of the bike up. I put my chest on the seat. I apply pressure, equally to the skewer, which is taking the frame. And then once I'm applying pressure, I then tightened up the lever, and then I add an extra turn on the lever just to make sure it's in there nice and tight. And then that'll be it, set nice and square. Okay. The next thing we need to do is check the alignment of the chain, and that we might need to do that by the barrel adjuster. You've got two screws in here called the limit screws. You do not need to touch them. They've been set up for your road bike. You shouldn't need to touch them. All you need to change is a bit of tension in this cable. So the way you do that is, first of all, you need to drop this down to the front ring. So click that gear. Give it some welding to get the turbo moving. Okay, so you drop that down to the front ring, and then on the right hand side, go down these gears so you're in your fastest gear at the back. Okay, so small ring at the front, small ring at the back. Now we're just going to pedal and we're going to go up the gears, and what we're looking for is that the gears just jump up nice and smoothly. If they don't, you can just make small adjustments with this barrel adjuster to either add or remove cable tension. When you do anti-clockwise turns, you add cable tension. When you go the other way, you reduce cable tension. But you can see from sitting behind the bike where the cable tension needs to go. So let's just get into it. So using the small ring, getting it going, giving it a big old turn. Okay, so the bike's on the move. I then put it up a gear and then it flicks. I'm just trying to go for feel initially, and I just want it to be nice and smooth going up. Okay, so that's all good for me. That's all good. Okay, so that's nice and smooth for me, and then I'll come down, and then when I come down, I'll just make sure it doesn't jump one or two. If it does, I can then go and I can see the alignment, and I might just either go to the right and remove some cable tension, or go the other way and add. It's a very simple process when you do it like this, and you just see, yeah, so that's nice and smooth. And once I'm happy, yeah, that's all good. Yeah, so all my gears are fine. I'll take it back up now. And if it is jumping around a bit, you just either go left or right on the barrel adjuster, anti-clockwise or clockwise, to add or remove cable tension. Whatever you do though, try to work in quarter turns, so you know how much you need to adjust when you put your rear wheel back on. So I know whenever I take this bike off, I need to go half a turn clockwise, and then that'll take me back to what the setting was on my bike. But what I would do is put the rear wheel on. I'll do this a few times. I'll go half a turn right, and then it should just be lined up again. Once you're happy and the small ring is set, then what I do, I jump on the bike. Can you hear me? Yeah. So I jump on the bike. I then go up into the big ring, and then I go through the process again. Once your small ring's set, your big ring should be lined up. Yeah, all the way down, all the way up. Yeah, that's fine. So, you can do the small ring kneeling with your hand, but the big ring you need to give it a bit more of an oomph. So what I do, once I've lined up my small ring, I then jump on the bike, put it in the big ring and give it a go. If it needs some adjusting again, then I'll go and tweak it just a little bit more, but if the small ring's lined up, then your big ring should enough be there. Okay, so yeah, I couldn't really find a video on this, that's why I thought I'd make one. So my tips are, make sure you've got the same cassette as your bike. Lift up the front and really try to put some pressure on the saddle as you push it in to get it seated nice and square. Then start small ring, go up the cogs, up and down a few times. If it's all running nice and smoothly, then you're going to be fine. Jump on the bike, go to the big ring. If it's not running smoothly, either add or take away some cable tension, and then you'll be good to go. And then you shouldn't have any issues flying up and down your gears, and cycling's just more fun and life's better that way. Okay, hope you find this useful. Tag a friend that's got turbo issues, and hopefully this can help them out. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.